Georgian winemaker Joseph Smith. For reservations, call us at 628-5373 or email us at someplacesouthcafebar@yahoo.com. We are located on the South Road, half a mile past the Victoria House. Our entertainment for Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays include Coconut Trio, Dennis Wolf, and Valentino. When in San Pedro, someplace south is a must.
The end of the year is coming, and you know what that means, right? Yes, Apples for Kids has returned, and the time to order is now. The process will be different this year as our partnership with Caribbean Chicken grows. But no worries, it will be the same premium Red Delicious and Golden Delicious apples. So order your box now for only $120. Make sure to call 671-6354. But if you are from these areas, then these are the numbers to call. Bringing hope one box at a time has never been easier. Every box you buy will continue to support Belize camping experience in creating a positive impact in the lives of our children and youth. That's what Apples for Kids is all about.
BCE. Belize, changing Belize.
Get ready for our annual excitement. It's Castillo's Hardware Grand Christmas Raffle. Get a ticket for every $50 purchase or payment to account for a chance to win fabulous prizes for the holidays. First prize, a 25 cubic foot side-by-side Whirlpool refrigerator. Second prize, 65-inch Samsung TV. Third prize, Whirlpool washing machine. Fourth prize, 10 gallons of Do It Best paint. And fifth prize, a 15-amp Makita circular saw. Shop now, save big, and be a winner when you do it best at Castillo's Hardware in San Pedro Town. Drawing date, December 23rd, 2024.
Dogs that come in for daycare and boarding services get to socialize and participate in multiple beach pack walks that are structured for mental and physical stimulation to fulfill their on your daycare package. Socialization. Nap time is inevitable for a calm and fulfilled dog. Pick-up and drop-offs available.
Pleasant good morning, San Pedro, and a pleasant good morning to our friends over in Key Cocker. We want to welcome you to another edition of Good Morning San Pedro. Today is the 12th of the 12th of 2024. Yeah, the 12th of December 2024. You do the maths, Dan. The 12th of the 12th of the year 2024. and isolated thunderstorms will be mostly offshore this morning. Then shower activity will gradually move in and affect mainly coastal and southern areas this evening and tonight. Some more showers coming in later today. The marine conditions, the winds will be from the north northeast at 10 to 20 knots and gusty. It's going to be kind of windy. Sea state will be moderate to rough, and waves will be between 5 to 7 feet. The temperatures here in the coast, that's 25 degrees Celsius, and the lows will be 70 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20. The highs will be, that's 23 degrees Celsius, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And up in the hills, look at this. The highs will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 20 degrees Celsius, and the lows will drop to 59 degrees Fahrenheit, that's 15 degrees Celsius. Now we're going to be up in the hills tonight. It's going to be really cold. Alerts and advisories. There is a small craft warning for strong gusty winds and rough seas. Operators of small crafts are advised to seek safe harbor. The outlook for Friday and Friday night, skies will be cloudy at times. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will affect mostly southern coastal areas Friday morning. Elsewhere, shower activity will be isolated. Then an increase in shower activity is expected over the country, especially along the coast on Friday night. Taking a look at the tides, a high tide will occur this morning at 8:06 and another one will occur tonight at 7:08. A low tide will occur this afternoon at 1 and another one will occur tomorrow morning at 2:41. The sun will set this evening at 5:19 and it will rise tomorrow morning at 6:13. The moon will rise this afternoon at 2:54 and will set tomorrow morning at 4:22. This is the general weather forecast provided to us by forecaster Tariq Matthews. They are at the Belize Meteorological Service. So we can expect the temperatures to go down tonight. As a matter of fact, it will go down to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. It's going to be nice and cool, but there is the possibility that there could be some rain, but more so over the south, the southern part of the country. Let us now take a look at the 4-day forecast to see what the weather will be like for the coming weekend. For tomorrow, Friday, showery activity isolated, few more in the south during the morning and mainly along the coast at night. The wind will be from the north-northeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 79 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 65 degrees Fahrenheit. On Saturday, a few showers or light rain mainly affecting the south and the coast. The wind will be from the east northeast at 10 to 20 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Will be 83 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows. On Sunday, if you decreasing at night, the wind will be from the northeast at 10 to 15 knots, and the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 80 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 73 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 84 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And then on Monday, isolated showers or isolated thunderstorms, a few more over the north and central coast, that is, at night. The wind will be from the north-northwest at 5 to 15 knots. And the temperatures here in the coast, the highs will be 79 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 70 degrees Fahrenheit. For inland areas, the highs will be 81 degrees Fahrenheit and the lows will be 65 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a cold front that is affecting the country and will be here during the course of the weekend going into Monday. Because on Monday, the temperatures, look at it, the highs will be 79 and the lows will be 70. So that means that the temperatures are going to be around this area. The temperatures will be going down, so do enjoy the cold front that will be affecting the region all during the course of the weekend going into early next week. Thank you much to the Belize Met Service for the general weather forecast and also for the 4-day forecast. Today is the 12th of the month, the 12th of December 2024. To all those who are celebrating birthdays today, congratulations to you. May you have an enjoyable birthday. And likewise, we want to play the happy birthday for all those who are celebrating birthdays and also for Our Lady of Guadalupe. Para nuestra guadalupana, también le damos las mañanitas en este segmento. Congratulations to all those who are celebrating birthdays today. May you have an enjoyable one and may you celebrate many. Live stream done, I think. Right, thank you very much. And with that, we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll be right back. This is Good Morning San Pedro.
Wait is over as Novelas Promotion presents the #1 Latin group out of Honduras for the first time in Belize, Kasabe. Live at the Zacachispas Field in San Pedro, Saturday, December 28th, gracing the stage and giving you all their hits like Gates open at 7 p.m. until with live performance by Andres and music by Firestarter Sounds, DJ Garcia, DJ Dev, DJ Emo, and DJ Chris. Tickets are $50 in advance and $65 at the door. VIP tickets are $75 in advance and $100 at the door. You can also reserve your cocktail tables for the VIP area only for $100. Tickets must be bought separately. Get your tickets at Gillies Poorhouse, or you can contact DJ Garcia at 626-7187. So mark the date, Saturday, December 28th at the Sacachispas Field in San Pedro for the first time in Belize. Kasabe! Live in concert, sponsored by Belikin Beer, Hyper Sounds, Corona Del Mar, Caribbean Villas Hotel, San Pedro Belize Express, K-Fed Promotion, and Gillies Poorhouse.
May this season bring love, laughter, and cherished moments. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a new year filled with hope, joy, and new beginnings. Season's greetings from the management and staff of Atlantic Insurance.
The end of the year is coming, and you know what that means, right? Yes, Apples for Kids has returned, and the time to order is now. The process will be different this year as our partnership with Caribbean Chicken grows. But no worries, it will be the same premium Red Delicious and Golden Delicious apples. So order your box now for only $120. Make sure to call 671-6354. But if you bringing hope one, every box you buy will continue to support impact in the lives of our children and youth.
Belize, changing Belize.
The CB100 is efficient, durable, and has enhanced smart power. Being a Honda, of course, it's reliable and fuel efficient. Get around town with no worries because you get up to 100 miles to the gallon. And it's priced at an unbeatable $2,700. Honda CB100, available at Banquet. Equipment, parts, service.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't use it around here. I have my own bag.
Where can I get one of those?
Welcome to Zyva Beauty. Style and beauty, all in one place. Your one-stop shop for all things fabulous. Palettes, trendy accessories, sunglasses and kids, mommy and bosses, glamour. Hey, gorgeous. And let us help you unleash your inner beauty. We offer expert beauty services such as powder brows, lash lifts, lash extensions, lip micropigmentation, and rejuvenating facials. Find us on Pescador Drive next to Caramba Restaurant. Call 605-9256 or message us on Facebook. Zyva Beauty.
the studios of Reef Radio and Reef TV. It's 18 minutes after the 7 o'clock hour. We want to welcome you back once more. This is Good Morning San Pedro. It is a nice cool morning here in La Isla Bonita, and the weather is going to be like this for the upcoming weekend. So do enjoy it. Back with us this morning, none other than our area representative for Belize Rural South, the Honorable Andre Perez. Minister, welcome back to the studios.
Good morning, Aiden. Muy buenos días, como siempre. And reaching out to all the viewers who are watching in whatever device you may have, or a TV, or listening on the radio. It's always good to be here on Reef Radio, Reef TV.
Who's joining us this morning, Minister?
Indeed. It's important right here. Aiden, I want to start up first by, of course, we're in the spirit of the season of giving. We're heading on to Christmas and all the good things that we discussed last week, as well as what the government is offering in terms of the GST off on the weekends. So while we're engaging in all of this and buying and getting all the things getting ready for Christmas, let's not forget that the most important thing that you want to wish on each and every one of you is health. Health is important. La salud es importante. Y por eso el motivo de esta manera de discutir, tenemos aquí las personas que representan al NHI. It's something that is also being offered by the government in the commitment for Plan Belize. Health is important, Aiden, and that is why we have here Dr. Figueroa and Dr. Mendes to discuss how important it is for you all to register, to take advantage of this important, this essential service that is needed across this country, that is health is wealth, that's how we discuss. So here we have it. Please listen keenly. If you're there listening, spread the word that NHI is on TV. It's being implemented right now. So I leave it to them to explain to us. But it is an important show today. And please, listen carefully. It's for your benefit here.
Let me welcome to our studios Dr. Daisy Mendes, Technical Advisor, NHI. Dr. Mendes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, and thank you so much for the opportunity and the introduction. It's always a pleasure to be in San Pedro and working with the San Pedranos, so we're surely looking forward into talking a little bit more about what national health insurance is.
Very good. Likewise, I want to welcome Dr. Ramon Figueroa, General Manager, NHI. Dr. Figueroa, pleasant good morning.
Pleasant good morning to you and to all the San Pedranos. It's really a pleasure to be here to talk a little bit more about the national health insurance, and as the minister said, quite an important achievement. We're asking people to start using the system. The clinics are already open to provide the services. It's basically free, covered by government.
Let us begin by talking about NHI in general. How did this come about, and where are we today with the national health insurance?
Well, the concept of a national health insurance has been on the table from 2000. So we're 23 years now trying to roll out the national health insurance countrywide. And it's not something that came out of the blue. We didn't, somebody else woke up in the morning and said, oh, let's start national health insurance. There was a process of analysis, discussions of the health system, what are the weaknesses, what are the problems, and this was one of the concepts and the recommendations that were put forward, and the government the financial support and the administrative support to be able to roll the national health insurance countrywide. So right now we're finalizing the coverage in the north side of the Belize district, and next year we start with the Cayo district, and that should allow us now to cover the whole country with a primary health care package.
Very good. I was going to ask you how much of a percentage has NHI covered Belize and the Cayo district. Minister, how does it feel that San Pedro Kikaker we're part of this program now?
Absolutely. Again, we're talking again about San Pedro and Kikaker that has already been mentioned, but I think at this point in time, Dr. Figueroa, I keep on getting these questions out there again. What does it cover? You know, we try to explain. So it's important that we all listen that what is important, because sometimes I still getting people that say you need to go and register NHI, and they have heard about it when you're talking about the primary health care. Para decirle al pueblo NHI existe y esos servicios que ustedes deben acudir, que no esperamos a la última hora, que cuando nos estemos enfermando, Dios quiera que no le pase, entonces estamos yendo a buscar una clínica o un hospital, o empezar a ver cómo recaudemos fondos, cuando en realidad el Estado está ofreciendo este servicio. So, Doctor, how do you talk about primary health care?
Como mencionaba el ministro, can I?
Yes.
Pero una vez usted ha registrado y ha decidido hacer y se registra con ellos, usted tiene la opción de cualquier día llegar a la clínica si se siente mal, llegar a una consulta. Generalmente hay lo que llamamos un copago de $1 o $2 de copago, para tener la opción de ver a su médico, lo examina, si usted necesita algún medicamento, le da la referencia, la prescripción, y usted con esa prescripción va a la farmacia también, que tiene un contrato con NHI, y aquí está la farmacia de San Carlos, está la Pharmasafe, es la otra farmacia que tiene contrato con nosotros, y usted va ahí y le dan sus medicamentos necesarios. También hay un pequeño copago, que es como 10% del valor de la prescripción. Sus laboratorios igualmente, si necesita rayo X o ultrasonido, también se lo ofrece. Urgent Care tiene el centro diagnóstico ahí. Entonces todo eso prácticamente gratis. Acuérdense también que los mayores de 60 años, los menores de 5 años y las mujeres embarazadas no pagan nada. Tienen todo el servicio gratis. Yo sé que mucha gente piensa que porque van a una clínica privada les da como ansiedad porque creen que no van a poder pagar. No hay, es $1, $2 nada más de pago para sus consultas. Puede llegar cuantas veces quiera y consigue sus medicamentos, sus laboratorios gratis. Acuérdense que nosotros le llamamos un paquete de atención primaria, es lo básico para cubrir todas sus enfermedades básicas que se pueden atender en una clínica. Ya al nivel de hospital todavía no hemos llegado ahí. En el futuro creo que vamos a poder cubrir los hospitales, pero ahorita todo lo que se puede atender en una clínica está cubierto.
Very good. But Dr. Figueroa, it's important to register. And how difficult or how easy it is to register?
Very easy. There is no fee attached to registration. It's literally just walking in with your social security card. If the card is expired, it still works.
Yes.
So there's no excuse into not making it easy. So it's basically just walking to the clinic of your choice and presenting your social security card and that of your family, and the registration takes place then and there, and you can start accessing services. What I wanted to mention though that's very important is that a person requiring a pill, a medication, or a laboratory service needs to be seen by their general practitioner at the clinic. So it's no longer, it's breaking that custom that we have of walking to a pharmacy and prescribing your own cells, but instead it's having already that conversation with your practitioner at the clinic where you are registered, and then you make that joint require. So we just wanted to clarify that, pero yo tengo NHI, yo puedo conseguir mi PCE. Yes, you can get it.
Dr. Figueroa mentioned San Carlos,
Yes.
urgent. The other day, because we did pass an then that they were registering. Was it for the dental part of it? Is it twofold? Are you aware of it that there was a registration being done by the dentist at the lines then?
Uh, well, we had heard that there was some meeting and that the dental persons were there. I think that was separate from
Okay.
the
Yeah.
national health insurance.
Okay, just to
It was
for
it, it,
clarity.
it got confusing because I think they wanted to use also the opportunity to register people
Yes.
for
Oh,
NHI.
okay.
Yes,
Could have
yes.
been that.
Yes, so there
Alright.
was the dual objectives, and I think it got a little bit confusing after a while.
Yeah.
But una de las cosas que creo que es importante que la gente sepa es que cuando uno decide registrarse con una clínica, uno escoge, es la opción de uno decidir en cuál clínica quiere registrarse. Pero una vez se registre, usted no puede estar brincando de una clínica a la otra, usted está ya registrado con esa clínica y ahí tiene que ir a buscar sus servicios. Lo que nosotros hacemos es una vez al año permitimos que haga un cambio. Entonces usted justifica por qué quiere
Yeah.
cambiarse de proveedor. Y eso es importante porque entonces le da mucho poder. Si lo tratan mal, no está satisfecho con el servicio. Significa que algo está pasando mal con la clínica. Y entonces nosotros venimos a hacer una evaluación y ver por qué la gente se está moviendo de una clínica a la otra.
Yeah. One of here in San Pedro. Of course, we are from Orange. This is there, or it has.
Your time to register there. However, so for example, if I'm working here, but I'm from Curacao, but I'm working here, I would really choose to register here because it's where I spend most of my work days. Things can happen to me. However, on an occasion where I would visit my family on a weekday or on a weekend or a day, and I fall ill there, we always have the access to the public sector.
Okay.
It's basically just a one day or one incident. So when people ask these questions, and we took that into consideration, the system or our system really wouldn't reject or close a door for not being able to access services. So if you fall ill out of the place or the region where you're registered, there's always the option and that backup to have the public sector to provide services. And then taking into account when it's an emergency or a chest pain or I'm out of the district where I'm registered, then these are emergency services. So you access the accident and emergency services at the hospitals.
Si puedo,
Sure,
if I
go
can
ahead.
add, one I think this is a constantly changing system. So when we find challenges and we emergency or you need to see a doctor, you should be able to go to one of the NHI contracted clinics. And what we do in the system eventually next clinic so that because there's a cost to healthcare, so you can't put the burden of expense on. But we will be able to do it in the system eventually. Once we cover the whole country, you will be allowed, at least if you are in that particular area, to seek attention with the deduction financially. So eventually we should be able to do that.
We're being asked through our message board, does NHI include dentist services? Because we briefly talked about that. Does it include any dental service?
Included ophthalmology services. So if you have the need for a cataract surgery, that's also accessible through the or being purchased through NHI. If you require glasses for your in-school kids, they you can. But again, having to be referred by your general practitioner. So if I
thing though is that we have not yet here in San Pedro and
Right.
Titicaca because we usually deal with BCBI or one of the private,
Right.
and those entities are in Belize.
Yes.
So we have to make sure that they have the capacity to provide the service but it's coming to San Pedro.
Yeah.
They will do the screening for eye care for cataract surgery, and we do include laser surgery for diabetic retinopathies. So it will come,
Wow.
but it's not
Yeah.
so. It's not here yet.
Yes, but it's coming, doctor. But again, I thank you for sharing those important points there as it relates to the vision that is going to come to San Pedro. And I see this, Aiden, and it's important. Coming from another angle, while Dr. Figueroa and Dr. Mendes will talk about the details and the technical aspect of it, I think I just want to share with you as it relates to Kikaka and San Pedro. NHI exists there. It's a brilliant concept that was started many years ago, but the reason why it's there, because somebody was talking to me the other day about, we're discussing NHI, and I said, well, you know, I don't really need to go do that, I go check it, because, but when I got a break, I'm going to do it. And I tell him, my brother, here's the reason. I'm going to talk Creole with him. I say, my brother, here's the reason why you should go. Tell him, you're healthy right now, right? You feel healthy. Yes, I do. But you should go register. Lead to some, especially here in San Pedro, we have about almost 14 people that are heading to Belize for dialysis. Medication. What it does also is you're not anyone. You know, we always rise to the occasion. We go there, we do fundraisers, somebody is sick, you know, the community is always doing that. But in the end, we're looking at a vision of 10, 15 years, and we have that reduction in all of these things because NHI is working for this country. But all it takes is for you to do your part. As a Belizean, you have a social security, whether it's expired, as Dr. Mendes said, it doesn't really matter. You still qualify. So, for you, by not registered for NHI, that you could have taken advantage of that is offered to you. So I think that's the point I want to share with you, how important NHI is. It's not just sitting here and say, oh, NHI is out there. For me, it's out there. It means something. It is important. No podemos terminar de discutir eso. La importancia del servicio que ha llegado. Es algo histórico. Es algo histórico. Es un no lo hacemos políticamente, sino que esos son consejos que vienen de los médicos, que la salud empieza primero a ser preventivo. Muchas veces llegamos enfermos porque no nos cuidamos, no fuimos al doctor, pero ahora existe. Y es importante eso, la salud.
So for right now, two providers. I still register and get the benefits of NHI?
Absolutely, absolutely. This has nothing to do whether you work or you don't work. You once you have your, as Dr. Amendez said, once you have your Social Security card, you register with the provider. Nobody asks you whether you contribute tax or whether you're working or not working. You have access to the services.
All right, so there you go, Renan. You need to go and register. And the process is so easy. As Dr. Mendes mentioned, I registered and it took me less than 10 minutes. Social Security, one or two questions that they asked to verify address, and that was about it. That was about it. Do we know what are the numbers of people who have registered here on the island?
Roughly, yes, because that's one of the things that we did. We came out here to make sure, one, that the clinics are already functional, because we gave them sort of a deadline when they're supposed to have the clinics open. Both of them are open already. They're starting to see patients. The number registered yesterday when we spoke to urgent care was close to 1,500. We want more people to come and register because they have the capacity to all the way up to at 12,000 people. So you could register up to 12,000 people in San Carlos. I think has already over 2,000, almost 3,000 people registered. But we want them to. Again, San Carlos also has the capacity to go up to 16,000.
Okay.
12,000.
Minister, the numbers, because San Pedro is the numbers. We need those numbers to go up.
Absolutely, and that's we're concerned that it's there right now, and that's why I'm appealing to the public out there. That is important. We're all engaged in doing all our personal things and so forth. There's one thing is you're always trying to think for other people, but there comes a time when you have to think about yourself. It's important. Love of self is always something that is always being told, and that's when you need to take a time out and say, I'm busy, I'm going to work, but it doesn't up north or urgent care or where with your choice or San Carlos. But in the end is that you are not only doing yourself so good, but you're doing good for your family as well. That you're registered in HI. It's important. So there's.
You wanted to
Can
say something?
I just
Sure,
add, because I just want to pick up on what your doctor. There's a lot of people walking around with high blood sugar and high blood pressure, no symptoms, no signs until it becomes a serious event. The major cause of end-stage kidney failure is diabetes and hypertension, and those are things that you, as a patient, as an individual, has the power to control. Once you know if your blood sugar is high, then you know that you have to eat well, you have to exercise, and those are key interventions for you to control your diabetes. It continues to do damage to your kidney, to your eyes. Don't wait until that happens. As the minister said, go register, do your annual medical checkup, because that's one of the recommendations we're doing.
Yes.
Every year you go in, they do your basic checkup. And if you're okay, fine. But if you're walking around with high blood sugar and they detect, it's early for you to do interventions and prevent the complications of that disease.
And added to that, is the screening for cancer. So the screening for prostate cancer. It's also important to take into account the screening, not only for the diabetes and hypertension, but for cancer.
So important, and you see that this is something that we need. Services there that is, I think I hear to somebody it is I'm a elected person, so I can speak, but you know how many countries would love to have this kind of, how many people live in countries would love to have this service. So it is really a privilege. It is. So and I think we must, people need to value that. I think we're the only ones in Central America, are we, with that NHI program, doctor? Or besides, I think Costa Rica.
Costa Rica has,
yes.
A similar system.
Right. But, in many countries that they don't have that. It doesn't exist, right? And it's here. take advantage of it. It's something that is so important.
And in countries like Costa Rica, just to put, because they do cover the whole thing, but the contribution, people have to pay for that through a social security contribution.
Mhm.
When we went there to look at it, they pay something like 25, 26% of their salary to contribute to the coverage of this of the services. We don't. I mean, we're using, and government made a wise decision to contribute some of the lottery tax.
Yes.
So some people's salary.
And that.
Miss Kathleen is asking when is this starting? I think it has started already, and is registration ongoing?
It's ongoing.
Ongoing. And I did receive a text from Dr. Giovanni, Dr. Solorzano, informing residents that they are doing registration. Their telephone number 226-2918 or WhatsApp 613-2918 is their WhatsApp number. Thank you very much, Doc.
Buenos días, Doc.
Are other health health provider institutions late, or for right now it's only for right now? I don't want to jump the gun and say, well, other health clinics will be added to the program.
I think in the future there's a possibility that we may include. I think it's important to understand that we go through a very rigorous process of tendering, so that nobody can tell you, oh, you have this favorite one. We open for anybody who's interested. We give them a timeline to express their interest. Then we go through an evaluation process to make sure that you have all the wherewithal to set up a clinic or a pharmacy or a lab. And because you don't want somebody come and say, I have a Lishac and this will be my clinic. No, they have to meet the standards. And so we go in to make sure that they meet the standards. They have to submit a proposal saying that they have the financial backup to be able to provide establish a clinic according to the standards and provide the services. So we go through a rigorous process, and that's why it takes us between 6 to 8 months from the time we start the advertisements for tenders to the time we sign the contract and the clinics opening their doors. It's not overnight, it's a long process, but it's for the benefit of the population so that they get the best quality
Very
service.
good. There is a question being asked if we can put some clarity as to what is considered primary care and what is considered secondary care.
Great. So, sometimes we get a little bit too technical and we don't break it down. So, primary is basically the services you need. You walk in the clinic and out, requiring no overnights. That's is really the easiest. So we have, if you go for a consultation, stay overnight, that's what we're talking basic primary care. But
with regards to primary and secondary care. Keycocker, registration is ongoing in Keycocker as well?
that's right. Registration is ongoing. The clinic is still undergoing that infrastructural changes and
Okay.
preparing to be able to receive clients. However, if the registration has already, if you've registered, there is need for you to see the doctor. That can also happen. The doctor is there already, but really opened as is to provide the full
Okay.
services would be in
Very
January.
Good morning, caller.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
I just want to ask if they're giving calls to people that get approved after they register.
Automatic, that's what you want to know, right?
Yes, because they told us that when we went to a full application, they told us they're going to give us a call back to tell us that it was approved. And I have not received no approval call from them as yet. That's why I asked this question.
Okay, thank you very much, Carla. Um, Registration. What is the process and how do you know if you have been approved?
Well, the responsibility is actually on the provider, the clinic where you went to register, because information to Social Security to check the database that you one it's a valid, or it's a proper number, and that you're not registered in another clinic somewhere else.
Okay.
That shouldn't take too long. So if they told you that they will call you back to follow up and call the to go check at the clinic to make
Yes.
sure that they
Yes. Yeah. I'm hoping maybe that maybe he got a. I'm just thinking that maybe that person went to register and there's a possibility that maybe say it's not working as yet. We were just registering, and eventually when it's time of offering the services,
We'll let
we'll
you
inform
know.
you. Could be long. That was should have been quick and get a call, get a call from the provider, no? But I'm sure they're taking note of it as well. No? So,
Very good. Well, I guess we covered most of the information concerning NHI. Is there any other piece of info, Dr. Figueroa, that we might have missed that you'd want to share this morning?
no, I think we did. Again, inform people about what NHI is all about, what they're entitled to, and to make the best use of the services that's there. Go register. In Kikaker, we expect in January the clinic to be open and to start the services. A long-term vision in Kikaker area where they will construct a facility that's much larger and better set to provide service. So all of this is happening because of the incentive created by the National Health Insurance. Healthcare for people should be of a quality and quantity. That's the individual right of a population. And again, it's part of the development process of the country. You have a healthy population, you have a better economic development for the country. And it's an individual right. It's a right for everybody to be able to access healthcare. And that's what we're trying to do.
Very good. Dr. Mendez, is there any other piece of info that you'd want to share?
I just wanted to stress that the where I register is your choice. You know, it's where I feel I can get better services, or the clinic is closer to where I live. So that really is the choice of the individual. Where I access my medication and my laboratory services is also my choice. So the person has that choice. My encouragement that I like to close off is the services are already there. The services are for you. So let's work a lot more on what was rightly said by Minister. We need to focus on ourselves and work a lot on the preventive part of the sicknesses itself, and avoiding it or prolonging it. So please make use of the screenings that are made available at your clinics, and not wait until something catastrophic and then you leave behind loved ones who suffer. No? So I like to encourage, register. There is no cost. Register at your choice, the clinic of your choice, access the services. So that's my closing offer today.
Very good. Minister?
yes, Aiden, thank you very much. If I want to close up by actually adding to what Dr. Mendez said about yourself, but there's also responsibility. You know, we as a community, especially Belize on a whole, we are a society that we take care of our elderly, we take care of our parents, we take care of our grandparents. That is in us. It's not like in other countries where you get old and dump it at the old folks' home. We don't do that. We love our family, we love our parents. So again, it is you as that person as well. Take that responsibility. You know you have a family to take care, but you are taking care of your parents. You have a close relationship with them. When they get sick, you are the one who has to run, or the family, the children have to run to take care of their parents. Take that responsibility. Take mommy and daddy, they have their age already. Take that time out and say, Ma, Dad, I am in care of already, sir, NHI. You're doing them a great service for doing it. But do it for your family. It's important because the benefits are tremendous. De fiestas navideños, lo primero que queremos es tener claro la felicidad, pero la salud es importante, que tengamos a nuestros seres queridos juntos, porque no sabemos qué viene más al futuro. Pero ahorita tenemos la opción de ese beneficio que le puede llegar a usted para protegerse, para checar cómo está usted de salud. Es importante, si algo está mostrando unas cosas, no se espanten, se puede, como dice el doctor, el diabetes tiene un poquito la sangre dulce un poquito muy alto, se puede tratar ahorita, más que adelante se le vaya a complicar. Esto es lo más importante, es que con eso cierro ahorita. La salud es importante, la felicidad y la salud, el Estado se lo está ofreciendo a usted en su mano, ahí, es usted para que lo agarre, se vaya a registrar.
Well said, Minister. And before we take our Christmas break, you're going to join us for one morning show next week, right?
Next week, Wednesday.
Next week,
If
Wednesday.
everything
Okay.
goes well, yes, we will Wednesday.
And then we'll take our break because Dan is answer for the 19.
Yeah. Hey, actually, it's San Carlos getting my blood work done.
And of course, I cannot conclude the program without giving the opportunity to Dr. Mendez to send a greeting to her family here in San Pedro.
Of course, San Pedro has a huge part of my heart. I remember a lot of childhood activities. Yes, any. Love you, Paz, Tia Lily, cousin. And of course, Tia Susanna, who doesn't know her, right? So, my love to you guys, and I promise to visit you again. Love you so much.
Very much, Dr. Mendez. Edition of our morning program. Dan, do we have any now? All right.
Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines. We offer daycare and boarding services with playtime and multiple beach park walks designed to have your dogs socialize and fulfilled. Pickups and drop-offs available. Grooming. Complete grooming services include bath, trim, nail, and ear cleaning. Results that will take your breath away. We also do house calls. Beach Power Walks, a 2-mile structured park walk designed to mentally and physically stimulate your companion. Don't forget our hands-on professional dog training services to make your dog a better behaved pet. Check out our full line of pet supplies. Pampered Paws, your pet experts. Calm, confident canines.
Captain Shark's Marine Center is San Pedro's favorite marine hardware store that proudly supplies boat owners, fishermen, snorkelers, divers, and any other water sport enthusiast. With the largest inventory of fishing gear in Belize, we can help you enjoy the salt life and ocean outdoors with the perfect lure, rod and reel combo, and any other complimentary fishing tools such as bait knives, hook pliers, cast nets, and much more. If diving and snorkeling